Welcome back. You're live with Expresso. It's been the most amazing show, most amazing week, and for me, the most amazing and quite personal grooming journey. You might have noticed that the beard is gone and you'll get to walk those last few steps, but I've learned so much about my own skin, about my body and how important it is to take care of myself. And we've touched on various aspects of skincare during the course of our male grooming journey with BIC. Well, today we're in for a real treat. Specialist dermatologist Dr Ian Webster is in studio to give us a definitive guide to caring for our skin when we shave, and I think just in general as gents what we need to take on board. He had to bust some of those myths, and there are a few misconceptions out there, and share some top tips for mastering your look, because knowledge in shaving really is power. You're going to keep your skin for your whole life, so you want to look after it. Doc.
Morning, Graham.
So good to have you here. I've been joking because I've had to turn myself into the master. So to have an actual specialist in the house is amazing. So thank you so much. I'm going to start with a lesson I learned moving into a different kind of UV zone, moving to Cape Town, in terms of how we need to look after our skin in the sun. When it comes to men living in South Africa, in our climate, in this kind of zone, what should we be taking into account?
Well, I think the most important thing, if you've got a fair skin, the biggest risk is skin cancer. So we need to use a regular high-factor broad-spectrum sunscreen on a daily basis.
What is high factor?
SPF 50, but the important thing is to have UVB as well as UVA. Okay. Because driving the car, if you're driving the car, the UVA, the longer wavelengths of light do come through the car window. So if you're driving long car journeys, the men tend to get more damage on the right-hand side of their face. So
every guy out there is looking at his driving arm now, going comparing the two.
Yeah.
And it's vital. How much damage can the sun do? We obviously know the relationship with skin cancer itself, but just in terms of the actual well-being of our skin.
Well, it ages the skin. It can cause photoaging. It can also disrupt the epidermal barrier function of the skin. So it's too much sun is harmful. And also, what's important, if you live in the high veld, where there's coal-fired power stations, where there's pollution and ground level ozone also damages your skin. And that's where, if you live up in the high veld, especially in the winter, it's a good idea to use a daily antioxidant below your sunscreen, like a vitamin C serum. It's very useful. Yeah.
It's not just a marketing gimmick, yo. I absolutely love that. I think I've learned a lot of misconceptions, a lot of misinformation out there, some driven by marketing, and this process with BIC has really kind of opened my eyes. What are some of the biggest misconceptions you've come across when it comes to skincare and shaving in particular for the gents?
I think the biggest thing is the men tend to use the incorrect cleansers and soaps on their skin. They tend to maybe buy a supermarket brand. The normal sort of bath soaps is a pH 10. The pH of our skin is 5.5. So if you use a soap that's got a pH of 10, it's going to disrupt the barrier function in the skin, and it's going to strip all the normal lipids out of the skin. So you want to use a cleanser that's about a pH 5.5. The other thing is our skin, we normally carry millions of microorganisms on our skin, bacteria, viruses, mites, and it's healthy. That's normal.
It's part of our body is a system, inside and out. Yeah,
that's your microbiome. And unfortunately, a lot of soaps have got antibacterial soaps. You don't want to use those because they disrupt the skin microbiome.
The healthy bacteria.
You want to maintain that healthy bacteria on your skin.
I think this one is quite important because we've touched on obviously skin types and are you sensitive or not, but not really on hair type when you're shaving. Why is that so important?
Well, if you've got straight hair, like I've got straight hair, you've got fairly straight hair. So shaving is generally not a problem with people with straight hair because the hair grows out straight. And the problem comes with people with curly hair. So if you've got curly hair, if you have a close shave, the hair curls back on itself and punctures the skin and can cause a mechanical folliculitis. And that's got a long name called pseudofolliculitis barbae.
The other one wasn't the long name, yeah?
So pseudofolliculitis, and that can cause pigmentation, and it can produce actually keloid scarring. You can get, especially you tend to get it here, these ingrown hairs here, and it can be very
I think a lot of us have that zone as well where the kind of grain changes direction.
Exactly.
I discovered that yesterday, having to take, because I grew my beard quite full to put the range of razors to the test, and I mean that 5-blade bad boy over there did the job. But how do we protect our skin? Because obviously the comfort range that BIC offer, aloe vera, and I put that to the test. And I must say, I haven't noticed one speck of irritation or felt it at all. But what is the best way to protect your skin before and after shaving?
Well, before shaving, I prefer using a good shaving cream or shaving foam that's often got soothing ingredients in it, like aloe vera, like chamomile. So what you want to do is hydrate your skin and also make the hair follicle soft.
Yeah.
And then it's easier to shave it. Obviously use a clean razor with hot water.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, obviously, you want to use a cleanser that is, as I say, neutral pH, and it's sort of a gentle cleanser, according to your skin type.
I love that. I mean, we could probably carry on for a very long time. Just one more question to sneak in here. In terms of a good post-shave moisturizer, a lot of us want to go to like an aftershave that is heavily scented. You want to feel that, and it's amazing. I even did that subconsciously after I'd finished shaving. It's a part of it. What's the best thing to treat our skin with in terms of moisturizer after a shave? Do we have to change our normal routine, or what do you recommend?
I mean, again, we've all got different skin types. So some people have got a more drier skin, some people have got a more oilier skin. But you want to try and avoid the highly fragranced alcohol-based aftershave lotions, because they can dry out and irritate the skin, they can produce pigmentation. So the things you want to look for are ingredients with aloe vera, with niacinamide, allantoin, soothing products like that.
Yeah, so you're seeing a tea tree oil coming into the mix. There's something that is a little bit more natural. And I would recommend use an awesome shaving brush. I inherited a shaving brush from my grandfather, and apart from it being really nostalgic, that also helps to stimulate the hair, get the hair follicles up to make it easier to shave. Doctor, this has been a wonderful way to kind of start rounding off this journey. I think ultimately it's about taking the time to care for yourself. It's not being vain to do these things properly. It's about taking care of part of this amazing system and body that we have. Doc, thank you so much.
Thanks very much. Thank you for having me.
Absolute pleasure hosting you this morning.
Thank you.
And that is a little bit of a skincare shaving masterclass from Dr. Ian Webster, one of the best in the business. This is the type of knowledge we need to be sharing as South African guys, so you can chat about it, not in a weird way, with your mates. Empower your friends, empower your family members. It empowers us to take better care of ourselves and enriches our everyday shaving experience. And for some of us, it is an everyday experience. So master your look with BIC's Flex line of premium disposable razors, now available at leading retailers. You can find the blade mix, the right product exactly for you. And BIC's product offering is available at za.bicworld.com to fully educate yourself. Dr. Webster, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Champion, man.
Master your look with BIC Flex.